by Sergeant First Class Brandon Rivera. Nicely done.
Rivera.
And in just a moment, he's going to grab the microphone and he's going to narrate for the rest of the Golden Knights. I just got an important message. We have had a record crowd here today. According to sources, almost 100,000 people here today. Give yourselves a big round of applause for showing up and breaking the record. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the part of it. We all wear it. Fuck our record. Oh, look at that big ass plane. Oh, hell!
Ooh, look at that. C5 getting ready to go. In just a moment, Sergeant First Class Brandon Rivera is going to take the mic. He's got a lot of equipment to get off there.
Where? Where? Where?
The American paratrooper, born of fire in the skies of World War II, more than 80 years ago, have since struck fear and terror into the hearts of those foolish enough to oppose them. Relentless in their skill and courage, not only in the air, but also on the ground. These brave soldiers have forged for themselves a place of honor in America's hearts. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sergeant First Class Brandon Rivera, originally from San Antonio, Texas. It has been my proud honor to fly in our nation's POW MIA flag on this, my 938th free fall parachute jump. I will describe for you today a demonstration of precision free fall as performed by members of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. At this time, members of the Golden Demonstration team are high overhead and are distinctively painted C-147 jump aircraft at an altitude of 6,000 feet. The jump master is looking out the left door of the aircraft. His head is outside in the wind and the cold. Through a series of hand and arm signals, relaying heading corrections to the pilot, maneuvering the aircraft to a precise. Watch closely and you may see the nose of the aircraft move slightly left or right in response to the steering instructions. The aircraft has been slowed to a safe exit speed of 120 miles per hour.
The
jumpers are out and the smoke is on. We now have two jumpers in free fall, rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. They will separate and prepare to deploy their main parachutes. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. The smoke trails each jumper leaves in the sky are created by two M18 red smoke canisters, which emit a continuous stream of smoke from this lander. Immediately upon exiting the aircraft, while in free fall, or units. These are screening devices to conceal troop movement. At 1,000 feet, the jumper will do what is called a wind penetration check, gauging his speed and distance across the ground. He will then fly a downwind leg, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then face into the wind for a final approach. The jumper keeps a close eye on the windsock located in the target area. Once he's on final approach, he will shift all of his concentration to a small black dot in the center of the orange X. As he approaches the target, watch the minor corrections used in order to obtain a beautiful target area landing. On this next pass, you will see the dramatic cutaway maneuver. As our next jumper will show you the procedures that would normally be taking place if he were to have a malfunction with his main parachute.
I like this song.
If you've ever wondered what would happen, then watch closely because you're about to find out. If you want to know more about the U.S. Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights, search for us on social media at Army Parachute Team. And if you have any videos or pictures, tag us at Army Golden Knights Aircraft.
The last one.
The jumper is out and the smoke is on. This is a perfectly good parachute and can be landed. However, the jumper will reach up and release one side of the parachute, causing it to malfunction. Once he does, he will be accelerating earthward at speeds in excess of 80 miles per hour.
Holy shit.
It would be impossible
Look at
for
him.
this jumper to survive a landing under this parachute. So he must release it completely, return to free fall, and open his main parachute.
Oh.
This is the same procedure a free fall parachutist would use if he were to have a problem with his main parachute. The reserve or auxiliary parachute used by the Golden Knights is also a flexible wing glider such as the one you see here. However, there are some differences. It is white in color, has a slightly smaller wing surface area, and a much greater forward speed of up to 30 miles per hour. This allows the jumper to make it back into any tight situation, such as a downtown intersection or a major league stadium. While each jumper will pack his or her own main parachute, a certified parachute technician must repack the reserve every 180 days, whether it is used or not. The parachute you see floating earthward will be recovered, untangled, and hooked up to use again. If it does begin to float towards you, please do not attempt to catch or retrieve it. Our recovery team is on its way. The parachute has 7 openings in the front, which allows air to be forced in, inflating this flexible wing glider. You may notice the tail curl under. This slows the forward rate of speed and reduces his rate of descent. The United States Army Parachute Team is comprised of mostly non-commissioned officers. The 89 men and women of the Golden Knights come from various jobs throughout the military to spend 3 years on one of the 5 major sections of the team. Our administrative support section contains the offices of the command, operations, logistics, parachute maintenance, and media relations. Our aviation section flies and maintains our two C-147 jump aircraft and our 3
Right there.
UV-18 Viking twin. Our competition section has 2 teams, the 4-way free fall formation team and canopy piloting team. Our tandem section provides tandem parachute jumps to selected VIPs.
It's just white cruising across the
And finally, our demonstration section has 2 teams.
right here.
Since the colors of the Army are black and gold, so are the names of our teams. The team performing for is the Gold Demonstration Team. Looking high overhead, you'll see our bomb burst maneuver. This is our salute to you, to all of you attending today's performance. Now, as you may have guessed, these jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. They must gain vertical separation to allow for individual approaches into the target area. This is completed by pulling down the front part of the parachute and spiraling down at speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour. This allows them to set up landing patterns much like you would see aircraft at a busy airport. These jumpers train year-round on piloting their parachute, but they always seem to do better when they can hear the roar of a beautiful First State Airshow crowd. Make some noise as they bring it into the target area. The parachutes used by the Golden Knights are flexible wing gliders constructed of lightweight ripstop nylon with an inherent forward airspeed of 22 miles per hour. To turn left, the jumper pulls down the left steering line. To turn right, he simply pulls down the right steering line. As the jumpers near the ground, they will pull down on both steering lines simultaneously for the safest and softest possible landing. As he brings it over the target for a beautiful dead center landing.
I know, I see.
And not to be outdone by the jumper in front of him, the next jumper shifts all of his concentration to the target for another beautiful target area landing. Looking high overhead, you may see 2 canopies that are very close together. They are performing a or reach closer to the target area. You may hear the pilot give the command of ready as they separate for 1 and 2 beautiful target area landings. United States Army Parachute Team was formed in 1959 at the home of the airborne, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.